So this is the eve of a holiday where we honor work, Labor Day. And I thought it was really important because that's what we do here. We do karma yoga, work. And what we do brings us together as a community, and all the people that come become part of that community because we do work together. It's important work, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. It's all work, and it all contributes to the atmosphere and the environment we create to do our work in. So the river is flowing towards its destination, a destination of awareness and the evolution of our consciousness. So if we're going to be working and eating and sleeping and chanting and whatever we're going to be doing, we have to use that time for our benefit and for the benefit of others through that awareness. And so when people come in to the community, there's already that atmosphere of willingly doing work, and also the idea that this work could in some way change our mind, open our heart, bring us to the divine, make us divine, and heal us. So if you can take those concepts back to your own work, your own daily life, you can benefit yourself and others. And so to know, although it seems like simple work, it's not. It's not that easy to surrender to what needs to be done. It's not that easy to cooperate with others if you already have your own idea. It's not that easy to work with joy when you're not feeling joyful. The other thing is, as we work, we come across these problems areas, in the work and in ourselves. And then that gives us the opportunity to change. So the limitations and the problems become our challenge and our way to change. And we don't always have to do it alone. Because we're in a community, we can use the other people around us. We can collaborate. We can bring things together. We can open things up. We can look at things and find a different way. And often the different way is so much more efficient or just what we need. Because if you have a mindset and you go in, and this is the way it's done, you could be working harder than you need to because of all your resistance and other characteristics that people have when they enter work. So when you open up, the work becomes smarter and wiser and more efficient. And you can still, especially as you get older, you know that you're not going to be able to do them as much, but you can do it very, very well and very wisely. So everything is an opportunity. And when you make that decision, then you know you've got some facts about yourself, you've reasoned some things out, you've reflected, And then you have to go to that deep intuitive place. You have to think with your heart. You have to know with your heart from your own personal experience. You have to open your heart and know that what your next step is. So when we think of doing work, and the ashram has been, for 45 years, has been a main practice here, along with the other spiritual practices, but everyone who comes has contributed something to the ashram. So each person that comes for a reason, but they're also given the opportunity to offer something back for what they've been given. And I just think it's so important that we have, as a whole country, a day to honor labor, honor work. And Swami Radha was very definite that karma yoga would make you divine. And it would also solve some of your problems that you come across. And so I just want to read you a few bits from what she said. Selfless service will clear up a lot of karma along the way, because we as human beings, through our life of selfishness and greed, create karma. But when we recognize what we've done, we can also undo. Sometimes through ordinary, contrary actions, sometimes through asking forgiveness, sometimes through putting the person in the light, sometimes, particularly when the individual is no longer alive. And it's through accepting challenges that we can evolve. And eventually, having reached a point of evolution, we have attained a karmic situation that will put us in contact with someone who can help us to make the last steps towards realization, towards total liberation. So what we need is the light of understanding, the light of the heart, the light of love. And the love of the divine is not a God who punishes us. Heaven is also no other place in an outer space. It is within us. And in final, if we want to speak of divine union, it is our consciousness like a drop of water back in the ocean of consciousness with that great oneness. So if you take your karma yoga that seriously, what are you gaining? How are you benefiting others? And how does this community develop and cooperate with what evolution we're aiming for? Because this place is special in that way. It does have a purpose, it does have a mission. And I think if it is to honor work and to teach people to work, that's very, very useful.